What's going on guys? It's GBP baby. Welcome to another video. It's currently Monday the 25th of September and yeah, it's 10:20 p.m. and we're going to get straight into things. So we're going to start with dollar as per usual. We are on the daily. If you watched yesterday's video, you know that I was expecting dollar to continue higher and running towards this weekly bearish open block, take out this buy side liquidity that we actually did today, and then potentially reach up into the weekly breaker that we have resting up here. But yeah, you can see that we traded higher. We've had a nice green day on dollar for Monday. This is quite a lot, which says to me that we will likely see some kind of reversal or some kind of action happening for the rest of the week that will cause a lot of expansion to the downside. I'm saying this because now that we're taking out buy side liquidity, I am expecting some kind of run on stops. But yeah, we'll drop down to the 4 hour. You can see that we've pretty much expanded all day, right from London, started moving higher, ran into that buy side liquidity. You can see we have a nice rebalance here. The high of this candle traded into it, so we had an immediate rebalance. So we traded down, touched it, and then since then we've just been expanding higher, and now we're taking out that buy side liquidity. Tomorrow, I do anticipate this swing high to get taken out, and then after that, I do anticipate some kind of reversal to happen. Now, we do have, like I said, we do have this weekly bearish open at this level here. So price may want to reach into that, but I'm not going to say too much on it, because the fact that we've taken out this buy side liquidity now, which is delineated in this blue line, now that that's been tagged, it's just a waiting game for me to see what price is going to give me. So if price takes out this buy side liquidity and then we have an aggressive break lower, I can start to look for sell stops and for sell side liquidity in general, such as these lows here, here, and below here. But this is all assuming that after we take out this last swing, that we have a nice aggressive move lower. If we don't, price will simply find support and we'll continue to push higher and run into that weekly bearish open. But because of how bullish we've been for so long, I think we've been bullish for the past 10 weeks. And if you watched my weekly review yesterday, you'll know that I'm expecting and waiting on some kind of reversal. And now that we've taken out this buy side liquidity, there's more reason to expect some kind of retracement. So that's what I've got my eyes set on right now. If you go to the hourly, you can see we took out the buy side, and since then we've just been consolidating. There is a nice hourly fair value gap resting here. I think there's one on the 4 hour as well. Yes, so we have this 4 hour fair value gap, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to keep my eyes on it. So what I'll make it red. I'm going to call it a fair value gap, and then if price finds support in here, then I expect this buy side liquidity to get tagged. After that, I want to see if we do start to come back down below it, and if this fair value gap then gets disrespected, I'd then probably start looking for more sell side liquidity and seeing if we want to continue to push lower. Now today there was actually no news releases. It was a Monday. It was quiet in terms of news releases. Yet we had a lot of expansion for a Monday, which again is hinting to me that we are likely going to see a lot of work happening this week. So right now, yeah, it is a bit of a weird time. But yeah, I just wouldn't anticipate dollar to go much higher, because I think this swing high is here, a part of the manipulation. As in, I'm seeing this swing as a manipulation. We're then going to take out that swing high and then break lower and hopefully move lower for the rest of the week. Especially with these relative equal lows resting below here, they look absolutely gorgeous. So we can set our eyes on this. But first, I want to see if this buy side liquidity can get tagged one last time before we start seeing a move to the downside. So that's sell side liquidity resting below here. We can just drag that out. But first, obviously, we need to see if that fair value gap here can get disrespected, and see this buy side liquidity get tagged just to grab the last stops. So not too much. Let's just go to GBP. We'll go to the daily. You can see GBP has moved lower. You'll know that I marked out a fair value gap on GBP yesterday. There was a weekly fair value gap. I believe it's here. Let me see. Yeah, pretty much the same area. So we have a weekly fair value gap there. As dollar does move higher, if we are going to see high dollar, I'd expect GBP just to fall down, take out these stops resting below this low here. So there's sell stops below that, so we can put sell side liquidity. And once that's taken out, this sell side liquidity, I'd then start looking for buys on pound to try and get in on some kind of retracement to the upside. But yeah, we've just been very weak in general. I'd definitely go watch yesterday's video because it is much more in depth on my expectations. So this is my euro chart. This is all from yesterday's price action. You can see I marked out this fair value gap, and I was pointing out how we've respected it to push to the downside. We had this very aggressive move today on Monday. So this is a very big move on euro. I am expecting a continuation of this sidedness, and we do actually have a rejection block resting right here that we've just touched. So I want to see if price can trade down into that. Why is this a rejection block? Because this wick, you see the second wick here of this candle, this green candle, as we trade into it, it rejects it and then moves higher. So that means when price comes back into this range, we can anticipate price to do the exact same thing. So as price does fall lower, as like I said, I'm anticipating dollar to want to take out this buy side liquidity that is created on Monday, so Monday's high. I want to see euro take out Monday's low in exactly the same fashion. So I can mark out south side liquidity resting below here. And after that, I'd like to see if we can find or see any hints of any kind of reversal or retracement that's likely to happen. But yeah, at this point, it is just a waiting game. I'm not really trading too much. I'm going to wait for Wednesday, either Tuesday afternoon or Wednesday, to see what's happening. But you can even see, look at these relative equal highs resting up here, relative equal highs up here. There's a lot of buy side liquidity that's ready to get grabbed. So I am anticipating some kind of reversal to be incoming very soon. I believe that's everything. So it has been a short video. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, comment and subscribe. If you have any questions, leave a comment, and if you are a bit unsure on what I'm saying, definitely go watch yesterday's video, because I did call these levels to get traded to. And it's interesting to me as well that this fair value gap on the daily here, we have a daily fair value gap that's been left open, so we're likely going to come down and rebalance this later on in the week. Since we didn't do it on the Monday, we're likely going to do it either on the Wednesday, Thursday or Friday. But yeah, let's just stay in the charts, stay safe, and I'll catch you in the next one. Peace.